and welcome to Topics, where we count down the very best that YouTube has to offer. Today, we're making you rethink what you believe to be true as we look at our picks for the top 10 YouTube conspiracy theorists. For this list, we're featuring channels that cover real-life social, historical, and political conspiracies.
Are there any true lost civilizations? What landed in Roswell in 1947?
While we greatly enjoy theorists that delve into the debatable worlds of film, TV, cartoons, and video games, their channels are not in contention today. Number 10. Truth Loader.
Over the years, we've created weapons designed to kill, maim, and generally cause unpleasantness to people around the world.
A one-time leader for alternative news, Truth Loader has provided fuel for many conspiracy debates since the channel was launched in 2012.
But if the latest reports from North Korea are to be believed, then the way that they are dealing with their top officials remains extremely worrying, because the purge continues.
Primarily tackling the international political landscape, its most popular uploads all carry at least an element of shock factor, and are all designed to make you question how mass media is presented.
I don't think there's ever been a real mea culpa in the media for telling everybody that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. The government got blamed, but you can't say that the media has been more critical of government since.
While we're being fed celebrity drama, Truth Loader keeps tabs on the news stories that matter.
Coordinated bomb strikes at 2 mosques used by supporters of Houthi fighters left at least 137 worshippers dead and hundreds more injured. The attacks were claimed by ISIS.
Or at least they did. The channel has gone quiet since May 2015, but over 600,000 subscribers eagerly await their return.
The Republican Senate are leading the charge to keep the bulk collection by the NSA on grounds that it helps to combat terrorism. They also think Obama wants to take their guns and their freedom, but they will happily let the NSA spy on everyone.
Number 9. Corbett Report.
It is a private bank owned by private shareholders for their private profit, with a charter from the king that allows them to print the public's money out of thin air and lend it to the crown.
Operating on an open-source intelligence principle, the Corbett Report is built around sources that are publicly accessible, and which we could research for ourselves if so inclined. The 9-part 9/11 Truth series focuses on a modern-day standard for conspiracy theorists. But Corbett delivers his interpretations with a clarity and confidence that's difficult to ignore.
9/11 Truth, again, is the issue for ending the wars, the aggression, the hatred, the violence.
The New World Next Week playlist is the most heavily populated, with over 225 videos focusing on exactly how the society of tomorrow is being shaped.
I think this would be the time, because you really need to bring China into the creation of a new world order.
From weaponizing outer space to governmental pedophiles, it can make for uncomfortable but essential viewing.
The allegations about so-called VIP pedophiles involve prestigious London addresses, some of the highest-ranking members of Britain's establishment, and the suspected abuse of young boys in the 1970s and 80s, including 3 who were killed.
Number 8. Lynn Leo.
Drop to your knees immediately and submit to your master, the government. Everything that you thought was conspiracy has just become reality.
Doomsday predictions aren't exactly rare in modern society. There aren't many years or even months of the 21st century that pass without at least one section of society bracing themselves for an imminent apocalypse.
We are living in the end times, there is no doubt about that.
And when it comes to Armageddon, Lynn Leo has got you covered.
The big question still stands. Is Pope Francis the false prophet?
Even though her previous asteroid predictions haven't quite played out as she'd suggested, her videos are still widely watched.
He told me the expected date is September 15th through September the 28th.
The cynics say it's simple fear-mongering. But if a biblically inspired narrative of political paranoia is your thing, then there are few channels better on YouTube.
It would cause tsunamis everywhere, globally. If it does not break up and hits without breaking up, which it would of course break up, I'm sure, it would be an ELE, or an extinction level event.
Number 7. Third Eagle Books.
And when you subtract 7 years of tribulation from that date, you get November 29th, 2010 as the date for World War III.
Hosted by William Tapley, who's also known as the Third Eagle of the Apocalypse or the co-prophet of the End Times, this channel has religious interpretations at its core.
I don't know, do you think they're saying that Pope Francis is some kind of Satan?
Big titles to live up to. Tapley talks us through his Bible-inspired take on life by uploading at least once a week.
They love crazy images like that cross. I mean, that's a perverted cross.
His videos, which are usually set against a seemingly random backdrop, carry a simple presentation style in which the self-proclaimed prophet preaches directly to the camera.
When will Barack Obama provoke Russia into attacking the United States?
He believes in God, he doesn't like Obama, and he really likes Mitt Romney.
Wake up, friend. Can't you see we're at the end?
Tapley's a man of many talents.
World War III. That's Obama's plan for you and me.
Number 6, Paul Joseph Watson.
You can almost sense the adolescent, whiny, toys out of the pram attitude of the establishment in its desperate bid to constantly reinforce this narrative in the face of polls which show that Americans still aren't buying it.
A social critic confident enough in his own views and abilities to build conspiracy theories about other conspiracy theorists, Paul Joseph Watson is one of the toughest talking, most controversial alternative news anchors on YouTube.
One video blogger sees similar hidden messages in the 9/11 vein in the new issue $100 bill.
A second-in-command on InfoWars, he tackles race, religion, culture, and both extremes of the political spectrum. Wherever a rant is possible, he's there.
Islam is a violent, intolerant religion, which in its current form has no place whatsoever in liberal Western democracies.
And he's usually coming at the issue from a purposefully provocative angle.
So does radical feminism make women fat and ugly? Or are already fat and ugly women attracted to radical feminism?
With titles like Why Are Feminists Fat and Ugly? And F the Pope, it's no wonder Joseph Watson has his critics.
The Pope is a political prostitute who is being deified and idolized by the media and the establishment because he's selling out both Christianity and the principles of liberty.
Number 5, the Vigilant Christian.
But what I wanted to show you today is just more evidence that really there is a Luciferian satanic cult in the music industry.
There's one thing that really gets a conspiracy theorist excited. It starts with I, ends in I, it features heavily on the Vigilant Christian, and if you haven't guessed it already, then you're probably one of them.
We haven't seen Missy Elliott in a long time, but she is back and she is sporting the Illuminati symbolism that is so common in the entertainment industry.
The Illuminati are everywhere, especially and ironically when it comes to this channel.
These people, in order to get to the top, sometimes have to literally offer someone as part of a blood sacrifice.
Pitching it as an international underground association designed to influence our every move, the Vigilant Christian consistently reminds us of the Illuminati threat.
All the symbolism, and this is a quote-unquote Merry Christmas from MTV. We are Luciferians who are hiding right in front of your eyes.
The channel seems to see Satan in literally everything, so lock up your windows and bolt down your doors, because the world just isn't safe.
I don't know if you know this, but if you take your keyboard right now and you press Alt 666, this is exactly what's going to come up.
Number 4, stuff they don't want you to know.
Who really runs the world? You can turn back now or learn the stuff they don't want you to know.
In terms of size, scope, and suitable channel names, there are few YouTube conspiracy theories bigger, broader, or more blatant than this one. Stuff they don't want you to know is exactly that. The eponymous stuff is anything from things you didn't know about Satan.
We also know that the pitchfork the devil is holding is actually a trident, probably borrowed from Greek and Roman gods.
To everyday propaganda techniques.
The bandwagon. Hey, everybody else is doing it, right? So why can't we? Or, hey, all the smart people are doing this and you better get in now, buddy, before time runs out.
The titular they ranges from corrupt governments to far-out religious groups. hosted by Ben Bolin and Matt Frederick. These videos are shorter than most conspiracy shows, more concise, and a little less dependent upon controversial opinions.
A group of 147 organizations controls over 40% of the total wealth in the system.
They're bite-sized films for the budding conspiracy theorist in us all.
While there may not be proof of an international banking conspiracy, the lack of oversight and enormous concentration of power creates more than enough opportunity to hide the stuff they don't want you to know.
Number 3. Mark Dice.
It's musical mind control for the morons.
Another Illuminati-centric channel, Mark Dice works on decoding celebrity culture, and he's amassed over 400,000 subscribers and 100 million video views in doing so. Jay-Z is perhaps his most famous target, who, according to Dice, is a sort of devil-worshipping Illuminati leader, with Kanye West running as his disciple.
You hear Jay-Z saying, "Murder Jesus, 666, and murder Catholics."
Beyonce, Drake, Lil Wayne, Lady Gaga, and Katy Perry have all felt Dice's accusatory stare when it comes to the not-so-secret cult.
Katy Perry's music video for her song Dark Horse sounds like a love letter to Lucifer and looks like a clear Illuminati induction.
His list of likely members is so long, it seems like anyone who's anyone is on it.
And she is born again, like a phoenix, and out pops the reborn Beyonce alter ego, the Luciferian Sasha Fierce.
Basically, if Dice doesn't think you're Illuminati, then you're just not A-list enough.
They're practicing gay Enochian sex magic, as described by Aleister Crowley, where many occultists believe that through certain sexual practices, they unlock the spiritual powers of their mind.
Number 2. Alltime Conspiracies.
Could it have been Planet X, and if so, are NASA hiding it?
Focusing in on all corners of society, the factual tone of All-Time Conspiracies is similar to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and the Corbett Report. But All-Time is especially convincing. It can be difficult to argue with the evidence provided in these clips, which are usually short but stocked with provocative information. All the classic conspiracies are here. Fake moon landings, alien existence, and Bermuda Triangle ideas.
But during the journey, the two ships separated, and when they reunited, the schooner was once again deserted, the crew having once again vanished without a trace.
But there are other less mainstream arguments as well. For example, had you ever considered whether Jesus was an alien? Because these guys have given it a lot of thought.
Downing suggests that Jesus' embryo was implanted into Mary by aliens, whilst other theories suggest that she was inseminated with alien sperm and Jesus was an alien-human hybrid.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. Alex Jones.
So they're getting ready to stage new terror. They are testing you to see if they can get away with this. So please warn everyone you know.
The most subscribed channel to make today's list, Alex Jones is a well-known personality outside of YouTube as well. The man in charge of InfoWars, on which our number 6 Paul Joseph Watson reports. The Alex Jones channel describes itself as a, quote, beacon of truth in a maelstrom of lies and deception.
We're supposed to just grovel and here's everything free and we're sorry we're so bad. What a mind control screw job has been put into the average American screwed up brain.
Jones heads the, quote, front line of truth journalism, which is built with over 1,000 videos, with more clips being added every day.
And then when there's a new 9/11, no one will get in trouble in our criminal governments for opening the borders up and allowing it to happen. It really is the suspension of common sense and reality.
No other conspiracy theorist or alternative news producer can match Jones for volume of material or scope of coverage.
This was done as a desperate kickoff for Obama's re-election campaign that they've kicked off so he can carry out the globalist agenda.
He takes the anti-establishment movement to another level.
What's going to happen when, say, 50, 60, 70 million entitled, snot-nosed liberals, when this all goes belly up, what are they going to do when their free ride is over?
That's it for today's list. Have we got you questioning the very fabric of the society that you live in?
Can't you see we're at the end? Wars and rumors of war, look out for.
As always, be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Vote for upcoming lists on our Suggest page, and for more great top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Until next time, thanks for watching.